What's up, y'all? So this is the last video of my set of opening up packs from MagicCon. I got all these four from the same vendor, which had old packs. I just didn't know what I was looking for with those old packs. I didn't really want to waste my money on stuff that I didn't know what I was looking for. But with these, I do know what I'm looking for. So I have one Phyrexian set booster, one Met Brothers War set booster, uh, Lord of the Rings Jumpstarter, and a Doctor Who collector's pack. For this, I've seen people pull Orcus Bowmaster out of and One Ring, so I took a shot. It was, they did have sets and drafts and collectors of this set, but I'm like, 20 cards is hard to beat, so those over there. Go for the Phyrexian set booster. I kind of like Phyrexians. They're not bad. They play very well. Oh, excuse me. I pulled a Phyrexia out of a draft pack, so I thought that was really cool. So I figured, why not try my hand? Okay, there you go. Clarity. It's nice. Token card. Anomalous Furnace. I can't pronounce his name. Comes in tap. Tap it again for red. Sack this, draw a card. Yeah, that's kind of good. Necros, some kind of mosquito. We'll call it that. For 4/0/0, get 2 oil counters. Get the 1/1 for each oil counter. Whenever another creature or artifact you control is put in the graveyard, put an oil counter. You can do that. You can put an oil counter for each creature. It goes in the graveyard to him, or you can also proliferate. That means you can add, if that creature has any counters whatsoever, you can add to one. So if you have proliferate, that would work very well. Ribskiff, the vehicle, draw a card, not bad. Crew 3, I never really used crew or vehicles before. I just didn't really have a reason to. But Toxic's always pretty good if you get those poison counters up. There's Retrofitter. We'll call him Retrofitter for now because I'm not pronouncing it first name. 2 in a blue, 2 to 3, toxic, nice. And there's a battlefield, but one target creature you control becomes an artifact creature with base power. Okay, so basically, you could do a few things with this. I mean, it's not horrible, but yeah, it's not bad. Quicksilver, I like this art, by the way. It was kind of cool. It reminds me of the Blue Eyes White Dragon from Yu-Gi-Oh! Flying, I got discard or draw a card, discard a card. Nice, not bad. Sinith's Pod. This is one of the few cards that instead of you paying 3 in a blue, you pay 3 and 2 life. So some of these cards have it where you pay life instead of mana, which isn't bad. Exile a spell you control. Target opponent reveals their hand from the top of their library until they reveal a card with mana value 1 plus the exiled mana value. Excuse me. Exile that card and shuffle. It's not. There really wouldn't be any more reason to have this card, but whatever. Nisa, Planeswalker. 2 green, 3, and either 2 more green or 4 life. Oof. XX Phyrexian, where X is loyalty. Nice. Destroy enchantment until end of return creature you control gain 1/1 for each force control. So let's say comes out. You want to do +1. Okay, cool. You do, let's say 5. So you give horror creature 5/5. Not bad. Not bad. Sorry for it's hollow, so believe me on that one. I can play lands from my graveyard, unless your lands get destroyed. I haven't really played many games where my lands got destroyed. Whether it be basic or other types of lands, I didn't really have a reason to, have my lands in my graveyard. Although I would probably choose this one instead. Target non-land permanent your graveyard. If you haven't, you cast that card. Only as a sorcery. That'd be the only reason for me to have this. Other than that, there's not much. Hazardous does 1 damage to each creature your opponent controls. Creatures you opponent controls can't block. So not only are you doing damage to your opponent's creatures for 1, but they can't block. Definitely a good card. Furnace. 2 oil counters. Remove an oil counter from Furnace. Target creature you gains haste. Probably another proliferate where you can add more oil counters to it. Haste is also a very good ability. Flinching Raptor, Flying, Toxic 1, and a battlefield. Another target creature you control gain with Toxic gets 1/1 against Flying. Okay, not bad. Pretty good. The nice Phyrexian planes, and your art card is Phyrexia Vindicator. Not bad. This might be a long video, by the way. Switch over to Brothers of War. Packs are becoming harder to open. I don't know why. Jeez. Okay, Urza's Rebuff. Choose 1, counter, or tap on 2. I might have an idea for this with Hilda and some other cards, so I probably would throw this card in. Our card got who's this? Ooh, that does not look a good time. Whatsoever. Ashnod's Altar. That does not look a good time. Swamp. Goblin's Firebomb. 1 and has flash. Sack it, destroy a creature. Yeah, you get that 7 up though. That's the only downside. Goblin gets 2/0 and menace as long as you sacrifice a permanent. Good old Goblin deck. Sack a token. Boom. Get 2/0 and menace. On the shield, it's 5 damage to target creature or planeswalker and 2 damage to the permanent's controller. That's pretty good. Actually, that's not bad. I can definitely see in this just disrupting people's play. Repair and return. Return target artifact, enchantment, or planeswalker from the graveyard. Create a tap power stone token as well. Not bad. A lot of that's like the theme of this deck. There's a lot of like constructs and whatnot. Whenever this card attacks, exile a target creature from a graveyard. On Earth, return this card to the graveyard. Gains haste, exile it though. What are you gonna do? Keeper the Candace. Put target artifact, instant, or source from the graveyard on the bottom of. I wouldn't really see reason to use this. Just use it as a a blocker. That's all. That's what I would do. Monastery. It has haste, not bad for 1 and a haste. Let me back that for you. 1 and it has haste, not bad. Paralysis. When you cast a non-creature spell, this creature gets 1/1. So artifacts, lands, whatnot. Pretty cool. Obliterating Bolt. 4 damage to target creature planeswalker. If that creature planeswalker die, exile it. Nice. Cat, get away. Adaptive Automation. 3. And as benefit, choose a creature type. This card is that type, and all creatures you control of chosen type is 1/1. This can go very different ways by a lot, because obviously it's a colors card, which means you can't. It's anything. You can tie it to just about anything. Brushland. I somehow have 3 of these now. One of them's foil. Great. Then you get your Power Stone token. We'll do. We'll do Lord of the Rings. Oddly enough, I only own a few packs. I have a starter pack. I know that. I didn't buy any of the decks because the decks were like insanely expensive, like $60-$70 a pop. I'm like, no, I'm good. I'm good. Okay, so that's the right guy. So as you know right off the bat, this is a green theme because of Journey. I kind of knew right off the bat that I wasn't gonna get the Orcish or the One Ring because they're more black cards, and I knew right after like, oh hey, you have a green set. So, and what are you gonna do? Pathfinder, any mana, and then for a 6 and a green, so it's 7. It's 3/3 and trample. I think I have this card laying around. Meredith, I have this card laying around as well. One or more halflings attack, create a food token. This set was all about food tokens. Words are hard. I know, words are hard. All about food tokens and how you have the ability to make food tokens and then sack them all, and then you get life. Like I just said, Brandywine Farmer, enters battlefield, leaves battlefield, food token. Paradine Took, same thing with Mary. One or more tokens on your would be created. Create another one. This if you had several other like abilities that would give you, double the amount of tokens, you're doing very well for yourself. Trample, when this card enters the battlefield, the ring taps you. Nice. Still with the Kanais. Target creature you control deals damage equal to its power to target creature you don't control. Create a food token. Upstart Ent. If it enters, you get up to 2 target creatures get 2/2 and trample. So 4 and that's 6 for 5/6, not bad. The bow, it has flash, but for some reason it doesn't have reach. Explain to me how a bow or a crossbow does not have reach. Just doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't. 1, okay, 1, 2, and has reach. Alright, I retract I stand corrected. This does have reach. But for some reason, some bowmen don't have reach. It's weird. Pippin's Bravery. May sacrifice a food. If you do, target creature gets 4/4. Otherwise, gets 2/2. Revive the Shire. Return target permanent card from your graveyard. Create a food token. You could seriously just make a food token deck where all you're doing is making food tokens left and right. And then to say, hey, I sack them all. Here's the mana for it. And next you know it, you can have 20 plus life just from that. Land card. These are my lands. Yeah, these are all the lands that I got, except for these two. Eleanor, create a food token. At the beginning of your end step, if you sack a food token this turn, you may search your library for a basic land card and put it on battlefield tap. And the Sage, Fall of Gilgalad, I can't pronounce it. Scry 2, 1/1 counters. When this creature dies, draw 2 cards, then that creature fights up to 1 target. Not bad. Yeah, so Lord of the Rings is all about making food tokens and just giving people life, and as long as you had the mana for it. So, bring this up a little bit. Okay. Last but not least, collector pack for Doctor Who. This is the only Doctor Who pack I own, because like the Commander Masters, these things were not cheap, because you either had to buy the booster packs or the decks, and some of the decks are still quite pricey. So I know nothing about Doctor Who. I never watched the show. I know it's very popular. I know it's still going, but I've never seen an episode. But from what I've been told, some of these cards are really good. So, oh, sorry about the. I'm not. Yeah, that's better. Okay, we're gonna just crank it up a little bit. Dalek. It's an artifact, has menace, but it's a token. For some reason, some of these foils have like this weird foil design on. It's kind of, yeah. Sorry about that. Mountain, the first Doctor. Enter the battlefield, search your library or graveyard for a card named TARDIS. Reveal it, put it in your hand. Whenever cast a spell with Cascade, put a 1/1 counter on target or creature or artifact. Not bad. The tower, you have no max size, no hand size, no maximum hand size. Tap it for a colorist, not bad. Adric, mathematical genius, okay. Copy target activated or triggered ability you control. You may choose new targets for the copy. So basically, he copies somebody's ability or somebody's trigger, something that creature has. Do it again. Sack this card, counter target. So if you sack this card, you can counter someone else's ability. You can have 2 commanders with this card. Farmland. As the battlefield tapped as cycling ability, you can either do a white or a blue. Clara. Clara is in your commander. Choose a color before the game. This card is the chosen color. Triggered ability of a doctor you control triggers. That does it again. So, as you just saw with the first doctor, that would trigger twice. I know Clara's a good card. I know the War Doctor's a good card. There's a few other really good cards in this set. Wilford, beginning of your upkeep, put a time counter on him. Then look at the top X cards of your library, where X is the number of time counters. You may put a non-land permanent card from mana value with 3 or less from among them on the battlefield. The rest on the bottom. So basically, get him with time counters, beef him up. Hey, I'm going to use it. Go with your X, and hopefully you pull something good. Solomon something for 4. Solomon. I'm terrible with names. Enter the battlefield, may search your library, so it's basically a tutor card. This card dies, draw a card. Jenny Flint, partner with Madame. First strike training. When you sack a clue or food, put a 1/1 on somebody else. Not bad. Lava Call. Enter the battlefield tapped. You can tap it for black or red. In a turn, this card with 1 of black and red. 2/2 black and red elemental with X. This creature gets X plus 0. It's still land. Not bad. And got another one. I like how I got 2 different styles of foil, the same card in the same pack. That's great. Alien Horror. I'm not pronouncing that name. Shadow Indestructible. I'm not quite sure what Shadow is. I'm not familiar with it, but at the beginning of each end step, if a creature died this turn, put a 1/1 on him on this card. It has Indestructible, which I do know what it is. I just don't know what Shadow is. Day of the Moon, Enchantment Sage. Choose a creature card name, then goad all creatures. Goad means you have to attack with that person, and you don't have a choice in the matter. You just have to attack it, and it can work out. It cannot work out. It depends. I know Missy was one of the commanders in one of the decks. So she has, when another non-artifact creature dies, return to the battlefield under control. Face on tap. It's a 2/2 Cyberman creature. At the beginning of your end keep, each opponent faces a villainous choice. Each artifact creature you control deals 1 damage to that opponent or draw a card. And chaos ensues. Pretty sure Missy is, like I said, one of the commanders in one of the decks. I think it's the evil deck. It's either A, she's the commander, or B, she's in that set. It's one of the 2. And then the token for her. So, creature dies, you flip that creature, it becomes this. Artifact creatures you control have inflict 3, and that's it. So, that's it. So that's all the cards I pulled. And yeah, I probably have more of these on the way. But hope everybody has a good rest of the day. I hope remember to like, comment, and follow, or subscribe. Follow. Wow. I need to wake up. And I hope everybody, like I said, hope you have a good rest of the day, and take care.